What's up, everyone? I was exploring the subreddit today, Rocket League Esports, and I saw Team Liquid Ital saying, still don't have my RLCS money from the spring split, laughing emoji. And it says several EU RLCS players claim Psyonix haven't paid them since up to Winter Regional 1. Now that is a full year ago, almost. November 26th, this was tweeted. Literally almost a full year ago since Winter Split. Actually, Winter Split ends in January maybe, or February, so it might be a little later. But regardless, you shouldn't be waiting that long to get your payments. And first off, we're going to see what the comments say. Martian RL, this is really not a good look. Comment Psyonix L, I ain't even that shocked. I feel like this has already happened once before, like a year ago, the CRL stuff. And I can actually get into this because I played CRL and the payouts were incredibly late. Like, I have another tab pulled up dedicated to it, competitive prize, whatever. I'm not going to click on it, expose all my earnings. But basically, I had like about 5 payouts, and all of them, from what I can remember, were they were at least 6 months long. And maybe one payout I got like within a month, but that was like incredibly rare from Psyonix to do that. But one of my I remember the other like 4 payouts, it took them like half a year. I am like 100% certain it took half a year for the payouts to come. So I'm really not that surprised to see Ital tweeting this. However, I did get my money from them. So like, he's going to get paid eventually. It's just, it shouldn't take that long regardless. That's not acceptable, says Milk960. And I agree. You should be getting payments way quicker than half a year. That is just BS. You got rent to pay, bro. The fact that all these players could sue Psyonix but don't is wild to me. The fact that Virtuoso and others haven't been paid their money from the last season is absolutely disgraceful. Psyonix really needs to pull their shit together. This esports won't grow if they can't/won't even pay their players, and it doesn't help that they don't make a website or anything like they promised. This esports is a joke. Wait, what was this detail? Was Psyonix gonna make their own website? I'm a little confused on that. I don't really understand that. But I mean, yeah, no, it shouldn't be taking this long, covering this point again for the 50th time. Like, half a year is just it's a joke. A full year is a joke. I don't know the whole Virtuoso thing either, but maybe his payment has been like literally a year plus and he still hasn't been paid yet. So that's pretty fucked up if that's the case. And then this is what I said word for word earlier, especially when you realize that someone signed players like Virtuoso actually rely on that money to pay rent. And as a professional Rocket League player, you are playing Rocket League professionally, earning prize money from the game. So that's a big component into how you earn your money, right? Because you actually do get quite a bit of money from playing this video game. So you need to be getting that in less than a month for sure. For sure, less than a month. And then that's being like polite about it. The increase in prize pool was cool at the beginning of last season, but if the people would have better use behind the scene, I prefer to go to that. Hire more people. Psyonix lack of social media presence. You know, that it's funny. Like, their social media is like not bad on Twitter, but like everywhere else I feel like it's non-existent. And even on Twitter it's like very mid, as the kids would say. Issues coming from players at lands, and especially players not getting paid their prizes. This is a bad look on top of all the other bad stuff that has been coming to the forefront recently. I was hoping this season would push RL into a solid tier 1 esport, which, by the way, not even close to a tier 1 esport. If you've seen the tier 1 esports, you would know that Rocket League, only when it's at its peak, aka like the final of a major, final of a world championship, only then can it like maybe compete into the lower end of tier 1, but I still don't think it is. Whatever. So far I'm now all right, he literally just says he's convinced we are stuck in tier 2.5 hell forever, and he's right. All right, he's right. This whole entire paragraph, he's incredibly accurate with his information. I do think that Rocket League is just kind of cruising. They're in a comfortable state. They're fine with where the game is at. They're not making any more progression, no more growth. They're fine with what they're doing. They're making their money. They don't want to make it any better. Kind of like Apex Legends, except Apex is finally on the decline. Maybe Rocket League will go on the decline because of all this BS, and they're not helping their game grow, and they're not putting money back into their game to make it better, or their employees more, so that people can get paid more. 1.5, it's better than every tier 2, but not on the same level as tier 1s. Is this more accurate? What do you guys think? I really don't know the tiers like that, but I just know it's not 1. I know it's not 1. This is an interesting one too. I just read this one. It says, to be the voice temperance in the wild conclusion jumping going on. Last time this happened, Psyonix produced receipts on their multiple attempts to contact players for payment information that went unanswered. So basically, what happened with me is they would message me on Discord asking for the payment information, which I would give back, and then they would say, okay, thank you, you'll get your payment in X amount of whatever time. I don't know if they actually said that part, I might be making it up, but they would say like, all right, thank you, like you can now get your prize earnings, prize pool, whatever. Now I don't know that that's what's happening again, but y'all in here should chill a bit with your wild claiming about lawsuits. He is right. This is another good point too. I mean, even if someone is reaching out to people and getting the payment information and it goes like as fast as possible, then like they're still not getting their money until a year later. I mean, regardless of whether this is the case or not, it's the process after on how fast they get the money. Like, I mean, if you're the player and you're not giving the payment information, you're stupid. That's on you. It's just going to take it even longer for you. However, even when you do give the payment information, it still takes half a year plus. Like, I've seen it, I've literally done it, so it is not good. Before people get the pitchforks out, it could simply be a case of incorrectly submitted information from the players. Once again, I'm sure if it was incorrectly submitted, the mods, like the Discord people, would get back to you saying, hey, like this isn't right, can you please provide whatever information it was. You would provide it, and then it would be good, and all this would happen in less than like 2 days. So I've read enough comments. I'm 99.9% certain that it's Psyonix taking their sweet time paying the players, even though the players have provided their payment information and whatnot, cooperated oh so well. It's just Psyonix literally takes their sweet time to pay their players. This is a pretty solid thread. What do you guys think was the best RLCS LAN event of all time? This person didn't see C9's lower bracket run or Garrett finally win a LAN, and I want to know what you guys thought. I have been around since season 3 watching the LANs like on Twitch or whatever, and I gotta say, hands down, the best esports moment was watching C9's lower bracket run. Watching them beat the undefeated Dignitas. They were literally like the Giants, the boss, the last level of the game. It was just beating them was the pinnacle of Rocket League, bro. Like, you literally beat like an undefeated team on LAN, and then you beat them in 2 best-of-7s, right? And it was just insane, bro. Like, Dignitas had a complete meltdown. C9 made an incredible run, and I just don't think anything will be compared to that. But like, for a single moment, I think I mean, everyone loves the Justin goal, which was absolutely insane at the time, but I've seen it so many times, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's still number 1 for me. I think Justin scoring to win his first Worlds in Season 8 was better than, like, Season 5. Because in Season 5, he just loses it in OT, bro. I mean, it's sick that the game freezes and the whole shot is just absolutely scripted as fuck and insane. Like, I like Season 8 better because Renault Vitality and NRG went to Game 7 overtime, bro. And Justin gets the pass from, I want to say, Garrett. And then he just shoots it downfield, and it's just an open net, and it's just so nice, bro. The spring major, I do recall being a great major too. It did have many game 7s, like I know someone said right here. I mean, everything's just a blur from the season now, kind of, because there's just so much Rocket League being played. It's hard to keep track of every single game. Winter major was cool because G2 won, and I am a G2 fan. And then fall major was cool because it was the first time you see Falcons on LAN, even though there's no Ocalid. So there's just so many good moments from this game, and like in the history of the game as it's as a whole. But that's it for me. Leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe for daily Rocket League content. Love y'all. Have a great day. Peace.